Hello, everybody. Garrett here. Give you kind of an update of what's going to happen in 2015 and kind of just go over some of the cool things that happened in 2014. 2014 was probably the most exciting year to be a fan of the DBZ card game since we were all kids. I mean, the game came back. It was a success. There was announcement of a new movie, all types of fun stuff. Well, let's take a look at 2014, and then we'll look at what's going to happen in 2015. 2014 was an awesome year. It kind of kicked off at a San Diego Comic-Con when the announcement that the game was coming back was made. It was fun that I got to be the one to break that news to the world and then kind of watch it just explode on social media, go viral. My phone went from full charge to dead battery within like 35 minutes of me posting the first pictures online. So what I get for not turning off my notifications. So that was super exciting. That caused the website to crash as well when we put up all the scans of the demo decks for people to use. So that was pretty wild. I mean, the site had a booming year. I mean, the best year we've ever had on the site at Retro. And it's crazy because when I started the site 6.5, almost 7 years ago at this point, it was mainly for archival purposes and portfolio reasons. Never thought it would turn into what it is today. But the site, we had tons of traffic. Let me see if I can pull up our traffic reports from last year. We had about, just a little over 1.8 million, 8 million views, which is pretty awesome. It's our best year by far. Our busiest day, I don't know why it was August 13th, but that was our busiest day. It was August 13th, and the most viewed thing that day was the Blue Frieza demo deck. So there we know where Blue Frieza came from. Let's see what else is interesting from the statistics from last year. We had visitors from 149 countries. No shock here. The most viewed countries that we got the most views from were the United States, Australia, and Canada. No surprise there. Our top places that people referred us to from, so how people found the site. Number 1 was Facebook. It makes sense. The Facebook community's booming. Number 2, which I found kind of surprising, was Wikipedia. Wikipedia apparently sends lots and lots of traffic to the site. And then, of course, Panini America DBZ WordPress.com blog. Hopefully someday, though, that'll be a website. But till then, we get the WordPress blog. And then Reddit. Once the announcement of the game came back, we started getting a huge amount of traffic from Reddit. They have a pretty active subgroup over there. And then Anime News Network, which we generally get traffic from here and there throughout all the years. So that's all kind of neat stuff about the site and just how big this year was for the site. Other cool things, as far as the Facebook community goes, the Facebook page went over 2,000 likes, and the Facebook group is now over 2,000 members, and that's really awesome. I never expected there to ever be 2,000 people that would be interested in all this stuff, but it's Dragon Ball Z, and it's a big property, and I guess it makes sense. Other neat things that happened last year. I'm not exactly sure which Blu-ray it's on, but on one of the DBZ Blu-rays, there's a special feature that talks all about the original card game that has an interview on there and I believe a match between Ake and Brian, and then there's an interview with myself, Chippy, Ake, and that was cool. I mean, to be featured on a DBZ Blu-ray, that was kind of fun as well. Sorry, I can't remember which Blu-ray it's on. I know it's like volume 6, 7, 8, or 9. It's one of the later ones that came out in the year because we filmed that way back at the beginning of the year, and it takes them that long to get all that stuff processed there. And then let's look towards next year, or this year, I guess now. It's this year. 2015 is going to be a big year. first information on heroes and villains has started to come out. We've seen that Raditz and Nappa, TN, and Nail are all going to be on there. So that'll be fun. As more stuff becomes public about set 2, we'll be right on top of it to make sure you guys know all of that. Until then, we just kind of have to wait till more information comes out before we can say anything else about what is going on with set 2. And then hopefully sometime after set 2 releases, we'll get to see what Panini has in store for their organized play. And then once their organized play stuff gets up and running and we kind of see what they're doing, then we'll show you guys what we have planned and down the pike for Retro. Definitely there's the Gen Con tournament. Gen Con submissions for events have already opened up, and we've already got our regular panel schedules on there. And then we'll do there'll be another Retro DBZ Championships this year at Gen Con, and then probably in correlation with we'll be doing some type of pansy thing. We'll just have to wait and see. It's a little bit of a ways off, but those are things you could look forward to. And then continuing more stuff on the site, we're going to try to keep pushing out articles. Didier, who makes all the awesome YouTube videos, is going to be writing some more content for the site starting in February, so he's going to be on there pretty regularly, in addition to the stuff he does on Facebook. But it's just cool to see all the different stuff that's popped up as far as the community goes. I mean, you have Didier and his videos. I've really enjoyed the Mana Beast videos that those guys have put together, all the deck build downs, and they made that little cool standee thing, which was neat. And then a couple of the DBZ apps that have come out, and some of them have been pulled down, and then some of them put back up, and then they get pulled down again, and they get pulled back up. So I don't really know what's going on with the little DBZ like power chart apps and stuff like that. I guess they're really cracking down on that type of stuff. So hopefully one of those will come out and stick, so we can all use it in tournaments. It makes it a lot easier to have a power chart on your phone, and then instead of having to carry around the rule book, which is like a big piece of paper. So I guess that's about it, really. Kind of a recap what was going on last year and then what we kind of have planned for this year. And like I said, as more stuff comes public about heroes and villains, we'll be sure to share that stuff with you guys and make sure you guys know. In addition to keep you up to date with all the weird Dragon Ball Z factoids that I stumble across when I'm bored reading on my phone. That's kind of so. Well, Happy New Year's, guys. I hope this year is another big year, and I know as long as the community keeps doing what it's doing and growing and running their own events and creating all this wonderful content that we've all consumed, it'll continue to be another great year. So I look forward to seeing you guys at hopefully some tournaments and conventions and whatnot throughout the year. So until then, rock on, guys.